wanna go, but this ain't my for sure. Nah, I'm so special. I'm so special. I'm so special. I'm so special. That's why we strap me the 45 special and free up and laughing at this place like metal. Not sure. I'm so special. I'm so special. I'm so special. I'm so special. That's why we strap me the 45 special. You know what I'm saying? You want to get confronting up in me. Running up the second of Bobby. Say it's our destiny. Say it's our destiny. Say it's our destiny. They say it's our destiny. Say it's our destiny. They say it's our destiny. They say it's our destiny. They say it's our destiny. Forget next to me. So make you fire the best you see. Watch ya! Ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, we live, baby. Yeah. Welcome to the live stream. We in there, bitch. We in this bit. I'm not gonna stay here too long. Not gonna talk about much. I know I said that. Well, I didn't really say that last time, but we're gonna talk about a little. This is really a shout out. This might be a shout out to the Indiana Fever live stream, man. I still have the tracker up. We have a lot of the main live stream today is actually going to be covering the NBA. I don't know if I'm going to do a video for it, but I think I'm just going to live stream for it because the good thing is the live stream turns into a video anyway. But it might mess up the algorithm, so I might clip the live stream and then put it in as a video after I talk about the Lakers and shit. Like, either way, this is like the news, the news coming out of the basketball world recently. Oh my goodness. Can't hang. This is some tomfoolery from the NBA, from the WNBA. It's been solid. You know what I mean? Like we did the live stream yesterday. Sorry, I don't know why this. Hold on. Yeah, we did the live stream yesterday, and like I told y'all, a lot of changes were there. Like I said, there were a lot of changes, but to me, not much was happening. Now I feel like this move that we're about to get into. This move to me feels like something's happening. Now something's happening. You know what I'm saying? Like something's happening now. You know what I'm saying? And Wnba Bonner going to the Indiana Fever, and I will say, I did like a couple of comments saying that why would Wnba Bonner go to the Fever after the way y'all treated her? Now, the only reason I like some of those comments, I'm not even trying to backtrack or nothing like that. The only reason I like some of those comments was because I thought Wnba Bonner was going elsewhere. You feel me? Like I didn't think she would. I'm not saying that I didn't think she had the Fever as an option. I just truly thought that like not even joining. Some of y'all thought like she was gonna go join Alyssa Thomas in Phoenix, and I'm just like, why? Like, okay, I get y'all trying to like keep the narrative of like, oh, keep the family together and all that stuff, but I'm just like, bro, Wnba Bonner is her own effing woman. Like, they haven't been on the same team. Yes, they've been on the same team for a minute, but it doesn't mean that she can't go play somewhere else, right? I thought she was gonna go play somewhere else. You feel me? I thought that a small part of me thought that she might go mess with the Aces. I don't know how that would have worked out with the salaries and everything. So that's why I was just like, I don't know how feasible that is. But I'm not saying that I thought that she took Indiana off her list of options. Because when you look at it, when you look in terms of basketball fit, that's like the perfect place for her. You feel me? I just didn't think that Indiana was that high on her list. I thought she was going to end up somewhere like a Las Vegas. Damn near, I even had her going to Seattle, maybe Sky, NECA, Ezzy. Like she could be the number one option still. Basically, you can, if you wanted to, you can F around and cheat, put her at the 2, keep Gabby Williams at the 3, interchange them. You feel me? So I thought she was gonna go elsewhere. I really actually would have liked to see what she looked like on the Storm, but the Storm they're good at the wing position. They got Jordan Horston, Gabby Williams. They are good at the wing position. So they would basically be playing small tall ball. You feel me? So Wnba Bonner goes to Indiana. That is like That move, remember how I did come in here fronting yesterday? Not fronting, but like talking my shit yesterday where I told y'all if y'all don't have a lineup that could threaten my little my little Queen's cheat code over here, I'm not stressing y'all. This kind of stresses me. This move right here kind of stresses me because this move makes a lot of sense. And I guess part of me didn't want this to happen because I understand and I feel like what Dewana Bonner also understands is like people, for some reason, people swore that people hate Caitlin Clark. And I kept trying to tell y'all this hate like Caitlin Clark narrative is fake. It is a fake narrative. Stop pushing it. It's a fake narrative that people that have never watched basketball before have been driving and pushing forward. It's a fake narrative. I think with my basketball eye, I believe Dewana Bonner also saw it as well. I think she realized I think Dewana Bonner sees that her play style with Caitlin Clark's would be fire. I think she sees that as well because this is a team that's suited for a Caitlin Clark type system, but really just suited altogether. Like the fits actually make sense. It makes a lot of sense. This is probably the most put together team. I'd say this is this is the most complete team. I like Minnesota, but I feel like Minnesota is missing a true wing. So I can't go off and say that they're the most complete team. But if you're going Courtney Williams, Kayla McBride, Bridget Carlton, Fee, Alana Smith, we could put them in second, maybe tied second place with New York. You feel me? But if they had let's say they were Courtney Williams, Kayla McBride, Gabby Williams, Fee, Alana Smith. That's a tough squad. You feel me? So if we go to New York, we got Sab, Benijah, Leone, Stewie, JJ. That can be seen as a good fit as well, but I wouldn't even put our lineup I wouldn't say our lineup is the best fit or the most complete because Sabrina kind of I don't even know how Sabrina feels about the point guard position. You feel me? And again, as a Liberty fan, I can tell y'all Stewie doesn't like playing the big anyway. So I would more so, if I were to submit a lineup for the most complete S5 in the league to go up against 2025 Indiana, it would be our Queen's Gambit lineup. You know what I'm saying? It would be our cheat code lineup. So it would be Sab, a Leone, Stewie 3, Niara, JJ. That would be the lineup. I'd be like, okay, I think this is it's probably the most OP. I don't even think it's the best fit, but no, I lied. It is the best fit. It is the best fit, and that's a lineup I'd push against Indiana. Once again, I still don't feel like Indiana can compete with our cheat code lineup. However, they have the advantage because they're probably going to have a better system than our cheat code lineup. Our cheat code lineup probably isn't going to reach its highest efficacy if Sandy's going to be coaching the same way behind it. So if Nyar's running around the place, she'll know what to do. If JJ doesn't understand what she's supposed to be doing at the 5 spot, if Sab is still getting stifled at the 1 position, if the coaching remains the same and we don't really have a system in place, our cheat code lineup will lose efficacy. You feel like it will just lose that. It won't be the same punch as it's supposed to be. Because one of the things that we're going to have to do to truly unlock that cheat code lineup is for Nyar to start shooting the mid-range and the 3. That way they can't double JJ in the post and just sink off of, because what most teams are going to do when we play that lineup, or if we play that lineup, according to Coach Sandy, most teams are going to try to sink off of Niara Sabli, who can cut as well, right? But they're most likely going to try to sink off Niara Sabli, double JJ in the post. And if Niara is hesitating to shoot that midi, to shoot that 3, then our cheat code lineup kind of gets stifled. You feel me? But if Niara is straight green light, if Niara has the green light to pop the midi, like if they sink off the corner, let's say you're in the corner, JJ in the post, you feed JJ and they help off that, JJ kicks it to you in the corner and you're no hezzy pulling that, then our lineup can't be messed with. You feel me? That's all on Coach Sandy. That is all on Coach Sandy, which is part of the reason why I don't really I'm not putting my chips with Coach Sandy really running that lineup to 100. Not even 100, but just running it to be effective. I don't know, man. I don't even know how many minutes that lineup might see next year. We have the good thing about us, I'm going to get back to the Fever because as much as I was talking my shit yesterday about us and like the Fever, like no team competing with us, I'm going to give the Fever props because, again, I really respect. I think they're having the best offseason. But let me just finish this point on New York. The good thing about New York is that we're still not done. We're still stacking pieces right now. We got Esmery Martinez back on a training camp contract. We got a couple of players on a training camp contract. So that's good. I really like Esmery Martinez. Raquel Correa, she's back on a training camp contract. I'm not too sure about her game, but I will say I don't really care for any bigs right now. A big wouldn't be bad to have, but I'm looking more so like a four or guard spot. So what we can do in New York, we got space and we got a little cap space for like one more star player, and then the rest would just be filling out the roster. But we could go get a Tasha Cloud, but I'd say if we're gonna go get Tasha Cloud, we need to we can't be giving her no 200K. You feel me? Like we'd have to give her, yeah, just might have to give T Cloud a pay cut. But I'm all for grabbing someone like T Cloud, right? Now let's say we let T Cloud rock. We don't go pick her up. I'm all for using, what do we have, the 7th pick in the draft? Use that 7th pick to go get Sarah Ashley Barker or Maddie Westbeld. You feel me? Like, we can still do things. I think we just need like one little move, maybe to bolster that bench unit, that secondary bench unit. So maybe we don't have to play Sabrina at the 1. Or just have someone capable of taking over the 1 as well, because really what we're going to need next year is someone to facilitate all this madness, especially with the cheat code lineup. We're going to need somebody to facilitate all of that while keeping themselves a threat as well. And I was just looking at some of the draft, the mock draft, and I've been saying this earlier anyway, Sarah Ashley Barker would complement our team so well. So well. So we still have moves to make. So for all the Indiana Fever fans, don't get too hyped. We still got moves to make. Okay? But as of right now, let's bring it back to Indiana. Indiana, you are officially hooping. You are hooping. Let me read the comments real quick. JP says, surprise, Tina Charles went to Connecticut. Once again, I think this is another wind down decision, kind of like Brittany Griner going to ATL. I think they're on the same type of timing. You feel me? She's going to go get the biggest paycheck. Connecticut has space and money. They need whatever they can get, so they're going to pay her whatever. So she's kind of smart for that. You feel me? Shouts out JP for the comment. Crank that 22. Fever so far, new coach, new GM, new president, and with the improved roster moves there, they're putting in all. Hold on, what the? I need to brighten this. Putting in all their chips to win right now. $78 million facility is the cherry on top. Indy is the hot spot. Indiana is cooking. They are cooking. The Fever getting hot. Indiana is cooking, bro. Think about this. They were looking good picking up Sophie. They were looking good picking up Sophie Cunningham just as their 3. That's a solid pickup, right? I'm really sad that they dropped Grace Berger, because she would be a perfect guard for that situation too. Like, to drop Grace is kind of wild, bro. Like, that is the player for this. That's just a piece that would fit so well. Bench mob, Grace Berger, Jaylen Brown, Lexi Hall, DD, Demiris Dantis, Sophie Cunningham. Maybe she's running extended minutes with Dewana Bonner starting. That bench mob is oh my gosh, Grace Berger spearheading that bench mob would have been insane. That would have been the move, bro. That would have. I'm surprised they let her go. I want to know who they're gonna, or if anyone, if they're gonna pick up anyone anyway. But Indiana, bro. Indiana is cooking, bro. They got the number 19 pick. I don't know what they're gonna do with that. But they got it. They're giving up Grace Berger, so I don't know who they have their eyes on. But Indiana is cooking, is effing cooking, bro. Signing Dewana Bonner, it's so. This is a team that can. It's not even. I don't even think that they're really building around Clark, but they're just putting in pieces that they can actually use. They're like they all it's not even about Clark. You feel me? They all complement each other. You feel me? So Dewana complements AB. AB complements Dewana. Natasha complements CC in the pick and roll, pick and pop player. Pull up, hit a mid range if she has to. Kelsey Mitchell, she's gonna do her thing. Dewana Bonner can get a bucket whenever you need to. You got spacing. Tosh Howard stretch 4. Dewana Bonner 3 ball. Kelsey Mitchell gonna be Kelsey Mitchell. Caitlin Clark who's stretching the defense because she can pull up from the parking lot. Like this is just Sophie Cunningham coming off the bench, stretching the floor. Still Lexi Hall, who's still. Shouts out to Lexi Hall because I'm not gonna lie, I was not a believer. I had no faith in Lexi Hall. I thought shouts out to no. I have to if I'm gonna be real on this, channel, shouts out to Lexi Hall because I didn't think Lexi Hall would turn into the player that she is. Really, I didn't expect her to be much of a scoring threat. She can shoot, right? Like she can knock down shots, but I didn't think she would still be in the league, bro. But she's made herself valuable. Because I'm not a believer, I have to give her her flowers and her credit and her respect. She's made herself a vital piece of a future contender. So shouts out to Lexi Hull. She's going to be on the bench, but she's a great player. She's damn near a cheat off of the bench now because she's so good, because she was starting a couple games last season. She knows the run of things. She provides great minutes. So shouts out to Lexi Hull. To now be bringing Lexi Hull off your bench is tough. Is very tough. So now you have Jaylen Brown. A lot of Indiana fans might not know about Jaylen Brown, but she's a bucket. I don't know if y'all go catch some of her preseason games. She was, I believe, injured this season for Dallas. But Jaylen Brown, she's tough. She's left-handed too. She's kind of like a poor man's. With all due respect, she's kind of like a poor man's Kelsey Mitchell. She's a bucket though. She can go get you one, and it's crazy that she's going to be playing the 2 spot as well. Because Kelsey Mitchell, Kelsey Mitchell can kind of show her the ropes, like get her more like. Oh my goodness. Kelsey Mitchell tutoring Jaylen Brown is crazy. Wow, bro. So you got Jaylen Brown, you got Lexi Hull, you got Sophie Cunningham, Demiris Dantis off your bench. Am I forgetting anybody else? I wonder what they're going to do in terms of the backup big situation, because Demiris could probably play a little 4 and 5, but I believe she really is a 4. I wonder what they're going to do for the backup big situation, because you have to get a backup big for a B. You don't have to, but it would be nice if they did. Because that pace, hopefully Aaliyah's ready for that pace, because the pace is going to be crazy. They're going to be running, and that's low-key what I'm scared of, because JJ and pace don't really go together. But I'm just like, if they're going to have AB as the starting 5, you should be able to handle that. I know JJ's getting up there in age, but I'm like, if you only have to worry about Aaliyah Boston on this, she should not be beating you down the court. But I've already seen how we played against Indiana, and pace does kind of mess us up at times. That's tough. That run and gun game with Caitlin Clark, Kelsey Mitchell, and Dewana Bonner and Natasha Howard with Aaliyah Boston. Paint seal. Seals are there. Can't help off. Natasha Howard can shoot. Pick and pop Natasha Howard, Aaliyah Boston. Aaliyah Boston got a nice little pull up, close shot, nice little mid range jumper as well. Indiana has had the best offseason so far. I gotta shout y'all out. I'm a little concerned. If they were to keep If they were to keep Grace Berger, I would kind of be like, oh shit, it might be wraps. But the fact that they got rid of Grace Berger, I was just like, okay, so they're smart, but they just took a step back in my book. Why would you get rid of Grace Berger? Why would you waive Grace Berger? All right, so the three-team trade with Satu, Alyssa, and Sophie Cunningham, Dejanay Carrington, Melissa Smith, and Ty Harris, that's all complete. Let's see. Get into some later other news. Los Angeles re-signed Odyssey Sims. We spoke about that yesterday. And Tina Charles has signed a one-year deal with the Connecticut Sun. Once again, it's just a self move for Tina Charles. She's going 1 year, get some money. She might call it quits after this year. I don't know. But yeah, that's all that is. I'm hoping, because Natasha Cloud is still an unrestricted free agent, I'm hoping we can go get Natasha Cloud. Who can we go off of the players real quick for Indiana? Let's go off of the players real quick for Indiana. We have Cece, K. Mitch, Dwana, Tasha, AB, Lexi, Jalen Brown. Why am I tripping now? Sophie Cunningham, Damaris Dantas. 9 players. So let's say they go 11. Okay? Excuse me. I don't know how. Okay, this isn't updated, so let's go back and then I'll pull up the spot track list. And we'll take a look at Indiana and see. That's what I have to check. I have to check to see who Indiana has on. I don't have an OBS, so unfortunately you guys can't see this, but I will get OBS in the future. I said spot track, not what the. There you go. I want to see who Indiana has sent training camp contracts to, because I'm actually not sure. Let me know what y'all think, man. Like, I think there's a clear winner as of right now for the off season. I don't think everyone's done yet, but is this updated? No, this isn't updated. I need the 2025. Oh yeah, you still have Katie Lou Samuelson, but let's see what they're gonna do with. Oh yeah, Katie Lou. I forgot about Katie Lou. Does Katie Lou play? I forgot about Katie Lou Samuelson. You know what I'm saying? My bad. Yeah. Forgot about Katie Lou, man. All the Beyoncés and Katie Lou's. Get off the floor. All right, look. Okay. Club exercise. What is it? What is club exercise offer? Let me put on the bifocals real quick. Hold on. What does club exercise offer mean? I know they got like a glossary or not. I guess I'm stupid. I don't really know what club offer means, other than it doesn't mean training camp. I know that. 9th in cap space. Why would they waive Grace Berger? Someone still believes in Christy Wallace, I guess. But from what I've seen on social media, everyone was like hoping to get rid of Christy Wallace. That's what I saw on social media. I'm not saying that the team is looking forward to that, but everyone was just like looking to get. They don't want Christy Wallace on the team for some reason. Okay, here we go. Katie Lou Samuelson is a free agent, but she's protected. Sophie Cunningham signed an extension with Phoenix. Obviously, she gone. Qualified offer. Kelsey Mitchell already signed. Katie Lou Samuelson is probably re-signing. There's no reason. You know what? Is that pocket watching? Is that pocket watching? If I were to say like I don't think Katie Lou Samuelson is worth that, is that pocket watching? All right, let me know if that's pocket watching. But 180? No, sorry. Yeah, 180 for Katie Lou. Y'all let me know. Damaris Dantas, she had free agent, protected contract. Lexi Hall. I just don't know what club exercise mean. I feel like I've seen this definition before, but for some reason it's not ringing a bell now. Indiana technically has 2 more spots open, and they still got Victoria Saxton. Did they waive her? I have to check. I have to check the transactions. But didn't I see something about Saxton getting waived, or like they had no plans to keep Saxton? Oh, I'm trying to remember. Either way, 2 more options for them. 2 more options. 2 more options. Who do they pick up? Like, how do they round out this team? You're gonna have to do you play Jalen Brown at the 2 spot, or do you give her the 1? You probably give her the 1. You probably make her the backup PG, since Lexi Hull is probably going to be playing the 2 because she's going to be guarding the other bench's best player. That way Sophie Cunningham can run the 3. You can maybe play Natasha Howard and interchange Natasha Howard, Aaliyah Boston, and Damaris Dantas, or slide Natasha to the 5, put Katie Lou Samuelson in at the 4. I don't know how the hell that's going to work. But Sophie Cunningham can play a little 4. Because when everyone was injured 2 years ago, she played a little 4, and she was actually doing work at the 4 spot. So you can play Sophie Cunningham at the 4 if you wanted to. Play Katie Lou Samuelson at the 3. So now you're going JB, Lexi Hull, Katie Lou, Sophie Cunningham 4, and then maybe Damaris Dantas 5. It's not bad. Another big Crank Dad 22 says, I think another big to back up Boston. Oh, club exercise. Okay. Eric Robertson says club option would be the same as the NBA and MLB, I guess you meant to say team option. Okay, makes sense. Good looks. Another defensive big to back up Boston. You know what's crazy about that? They had Queen Egbo and they traded her. Remember that? I've been here, like I've been trying to tell y'all, I've been here. I did consider myself an Indiana Fever fan because I was just like, I remember when they were at the bottom of the league, bro, and then they got Aaliyah Boston, and I was rooting for them just to be competitive. You know, I knew they weren't going to win a lot of games, but I was just like, if y'all can, hopefully y'all can just be competitive. When they had K-Mitch, Victoria Vivians, Aaliyah Boston, I was just hoping, I was rooting for them to be competitive. They went on that, what was it, that 20-game losing streak, 2021? Or was it 2022? They had a mean losing streak. They only won like 1 game. They were winless for like most of the season. And then they got Aaliyah Boston. She won Rhodey. And then they increased their wins. They had like, 13 wins or so? 13 wins 13 wins 2 seasons ago. And then they got Caitlyn, and then, everything blew up. But dog, I've actually been with this Indiana train for a while, like longer than some of these fans, bro. Like a lot longer than some of these new fans. So I've been tracking the progress. That's crazy because those years of like being ass actually heavily paid off for them. Think about that for a second. two straight number, or was it three straight, right? Because they had Nalissa Smith. No, but Nalissa Smith wasn't the number one pick. Why am I tripping right now? They said three straight number one picks, but Nalissa Smith wasn't number one. No, Nalissa Smith, yeah, Nalissa Smith wasn't number one. She was the number two. So they had Nalissa Smith. They picked up Nalissa Smith in 2022. Picked up Aaliyah Boston 2023. And they steady improved. They had that Nalissa Boston pairing. And they steady improved and they got 13 wins. And I remember 2 years ago, 2023, I remember that season, they were actually competitive. Like Aaliyah Boston, remember when she won Rookie of the Year and she was going crazy and she was like bodying Asia Wilson? Like they were actually competitive, right? So you pick up Alyssa Smith 2022, you pick up Aaliyah Boston 2023, and then boom, 2024, you get Caitlin Clark, right? Caitlin comes in. I was interested to see how K. Mitch and Caitlin Clark would look. They gel. They figure it out in the second half of the season. They didn't really have much time to figure out in the beginning because their schedule hold them. But they figure it out in the second half of the season. Now this offseason, you're bringing in a wing, a much better wing than Katie Lou Samuelson. You're bringing in a good vet presence in Natasha Howard. And you still got AB. That projection, that trajectory is going oh so well for Indy. It's crazy to think about, bro. It's crazy to think about because I'm telling y'all, I've been here, bro. I've been here. I've been following, man. It's crazy. They were bottom of the league, and now they're a contender because when you look at the East, who we got? ATL, Connecticut, DC, New York. I don't know if we consider Indy, but technically Indy, but technically Indy's East. Technically Indy's East. Indiana. Am I forgetting anyone right now? Why don't we have a Florida team? Yeah, so in the East, the Eastern Conference playoffs should be interesting. Should be interesting. Eric Robertson, remember that salary cap the next season, 2026 may double or triple. Yes, that is correct. New CBA incoming at the end of this season. I've already put in my bid for potential WNBA husband. I'm going to get my application together because there are going to be boosts coming in. Let me go on record by saying again, it's not the boost I'm looking for. It's not the boost I'm looking for. These players, even though the salaries are going to go up, and I'm calling this now. Matter of fact, let me call this now. Everyone lock in right now. I'm calling this right now. Lock in right now. The salaries after this season, when they renegotiate their CBA, they're going to be higher. You understand? The salaries are going to be higher. No one can debate that. That new media deal they signed, it's a bigger deal than what they had. Okay? The salaries are going to be higher. But remember, I said this. Remember, they are still getting crumbs to what they're supposed to be getting. They're getting the crumbs of what they're supposed to be getting. They signed an 11-year, 2.2. Well, really, the NBA negotiated it for them, but they signed a $2.2 billion deal for 11 years. That is an ass deal. It's a trash deal for what the WNBA is doing in terms of its numbers and its growth. That is booty meat, dumpster juice, whatever you want to call it. It's ass. It's an ass deal. 2.2 for 11 years. It's a horrid deal. And yes, they can renegotiate in 3 years, or is it what, 2 years now? 2 years from now they can renegotiate. I'm willing to bet that renegotiations aren't going to be that crazy. They probably are going to leave it, or they're probably going to bump it a little bit more. But something tells me if they go back to the table to renegotiate 2 years from now, again, the NBA hasn't given me a reason for me to be like, oh yeah, the NBA messes with the W. They're going to boost boost their contracts out the water. Like the NBA is giving me no reason to trust them or believe them. You feel me? So 2 years from now, they might bump it a little bit, but more than likely, in my opinion, they're going to keep the shit the same. You feel me? But remember I said this, remember you heard it. The salaries are going to increase, and you're going to see a bunch of social media posts. You're going to see mad media outlets, mad sports pages, mad women's sports pages talking about, look at the pay they're getting now. Remember, it's shite. It is crap. It's cow doo-doo. It's dung doo-doo. That is not, they're supposed to be getting way higher than that. I can already tell you, I already know how much money. It's only, and I believe we already did the math in a couple of videos or another live stream ago. We already did the math, and it was the next hoop, thenexthoops.com. I believe it's thenexthoops.com. Check out their website, thenexthoops.com, Next, regular way to spell it, nexthoops.com. They posted an article where they already broke down the math of the new deal, the new media deal, and the new money that's going to be coming into the W. And of that, basically the W's, the players are going to be renegotiating in the CBA. That new money coming in is basically going to be an additional $400,000. $400,000. That's like, they're not, yes, they're getting more. Yes, a rookie salary might increase now from 73 to maybe 90. It's only a boost of $400,000. That's probably 73 to 88, like probably 88K. So teams that the money that they will be able to disperse has been estimated to be around $400,000. What are you really changing? So remember, you heard it here first. When you see all these reports in the fall, remember you heard it here first. Yes, salaries will be bigger, but it's nowhere near where it's supposed to be, okay? Nowhere near where it's supposed to be. Remember you heard it here first. Eric Robertson with that new TV deal that kicks in 2026. Yes, I understand that, but right now the max player, $250,000, that could jump to $400K to $500K for a max player. It will go up. Like I said, it will go up. I'm not sure about $400K, $500K for a max player, but understand where I am with it. To me, if it was $400K or $500K for a max player, that doesn't sit well with me. You feel me? I don't want that. I think that's crap. It should be $400, $500K for a regular player, $1 million for a max player. You see where I am with it now? Like, again, it's going to be, see, that doesn't impress me. That doesn't impress me. $400K, $500K for a max player. Yes, it's better. Don't get me wrong. I'm not dumping on the progress, but that doesn't impress me. That doesn't impress me because the W is so ghost in some ways, but $400K, $500, $500,000 for a max player. It should be $1 million for a max player. Now you're changing things. $1 million for a max player, and now maybe the average player is making around $500,000. Rookie making around $250,000. Now we're talking. Now we're talking. You feel me? All right, now we're talking. Cool. I don't even know how I got on this. How I got on the subject. Oh yeah, but we were talking about the next season and the new deal. Now let me go back to the Indiana team. But yeah, I had to clear that up. I'm glad I'm putting that on this channel because I already know I've been in the women's basketball space for a while now. I know it's going to happen. They're going to boost it. Remember how they boosted and hyped up the new deal, the new media deals? Like, oh, $2.2 billion. The W's making billions now. It's just like, bruh, you could have given them 10. The NBA consistently holds it. When the NBA has an invested interest in betting against its affiliate, that's what you get. You get $2.2 billion. If the NBA wanted to, they could have carved out $10 billion for them. Hell, give them 8. Give them 8. $8 billion. You couldn't even give them 5. You gave them 2.2. The MNBA, you gave them 76. I'm not saying the MNBA ain't worth that. You feel me? They're worth all the money they can get. Soon to be $100 billion, hopefully. Let them get all the money they want. But to carve out 2.2, you couldn't even round it up to 3? 2.5 is so 2.2? Does that sound like a league that's really invested in their affiliate? Mind you, an affiliate that's actually growing at such a rapid pace that is outperforming some other major leagues. You gave them 2.2. Does that not sound like some hoe shit? Does that not sound like someone's being hoed? You couldn't even round up to 2.5. Not even 5 bill you could give them out of a what? I don't want to get my math wrong. Is it out of the 76 bill? 76 with the 78. So out of $78 billion negotiated in your media deal, you gave the W 2.2, 79. Let's call it 79 billion. You gave the MNBA 76 billion. Perfect. You give the women 2.2. Oh my Lord, bro. You couldn't give them 5. If they gave the W $10 billion, every girl across America, around the world, is dropping that soccer ball and picking up that basketball. Every girl around the world is dropping that volleyball and picking up a basketball. Just 10 billion. Just 10 billion. Insanity. Anyway, I'm back on the Indiana Fever. Tasha Howard, Dewana Bonner. I'm gonna pick up the mainstays. So like I already did. Kelsey Mitchell, Katie Lou Samuelson, Sophie Cunningham. I don't know why I always want to say Sophia. Sophia Cunningham, Damaris Dantas, Lexi Hull, Aaliyah Boston, Caitlin Clark, Dewana Bonner, and Natasha Howard. Okay, that's 9. Now, the remaining players they have technically on their roster are Victoria Saxton, Christy Wallace. Yeah, that's it. Victoria Saxton and Christy Wallace. Will they be? Is it signed, sealed, and delivered right now for them? Like, are they staying on the roster? I'm not sure. With Christy Wallace, they do have a team option. With Victoria Saxton, her contract is unprotected, so we don't know what the final 2 spots for Indiana will be. Let's go. Excuse me. Let's what's it? WNBA transactions, right? We have to see. Wait, is it transactions? Who am I looking for? If I'm looking for damn, this is gonna turn into another hour-long stream, and I still haven't even done my NBA stream yet, because my NBA stream is gonna turn into an actual rager. Because that dumb crap that happened last night. Oh boy. Oh boy, y'all might want to stay tuned for that. I'm gonna be here for the next couple hours, man. That don't even get me started. This is like the bright spot of the day. This is the bright spot of the day. Talking about Dewana Bonner going to the Fever, me getting to watch the progression of the Fever over the past couple of years. Like, this is the highlight of the day. What the Lakers in Dallas did yesterday, they going to hell. They going to hell. Let's pull up transactions. Right now, I'm just going to take a look at the Indiana Fever transactions. I'm going to see if there are any training camp contracts they gave out. Let's see. Because I'm unaware if they did. Yeah, I don't see anything. Well, I don't know if I would see it on this page. What's the page out? Yeah, I would see it. I would see it here. No, I'm tripping. I would see it here. So I don't see anything. I don't see anything about the training camp contracts. I think I can see it on Spot Track too. Latest Okay, so transactions here too. Sophie, view more. Tasha Howard signs. Yeah, so I don't know. I think they might be locking down that team with Christy Wallace and Victoria Saxton. Yeah, I don't see anything else. They waive Grace today. That's the only move they've made today. They signed Kelsey yesterday to the Supermax. Shouts out Kelsey Mitchell. Shouts out Kelsey Mitchell. Can we get some W's in the chat for Kelsey Mitchell? Just put a KMW in the chat for Kelsey Mitchell, bruh. Real hooper. She could have been left. She could have been left. Times are rough. They weren't winning. She could have been left. I thought I definitely was one of the people who are just like, I don't. This might turn into another Enrique Gumbawale situation where all this dribbling and shooting, where she just gets all the shots, it might not work. But it actually righted the ship, man. It actually did end up working. So can we get some W's in the chat for Kelsey Mitchell? All the transactions I see right now are basically null, other than Grace Berger being waived. So I think Indiana might be locking down that team with Victoria Saxton and Christy Wallace filling out the last two spots. I'm not going to say they're going to pick up 12 because just to be safe, I'm going to shorten like their roster to 11. So I think it's going to be 11 anyway. You feel me? Yeah, man, it's a free agency tracker. What you think I'm looking at? This ain't my tracker. This is ESPN's. All right, so I'm basically going to wrap things up right there. Again, I really like what Indiana's doing. There are, I feel like, a couple more interesting moves left. I feel like there aren't many competitive teams in the league this season, which is wild when you think about it, because they really aren't. You still got Soda, so let's go over our contenders. And again, like even with Indiana with a new team, it's still projected, right? Indiana, New York. I'm not going to put Atlanta in that conversation. Indiana, New York, Minnesota, Las Vegas, Phoenix. Nah, no, Phoenix. I'll give Seattle the fifth nod. Dallas. Yeah. That's my list. Am I forgetting anyone? Why every time I have to think about the WNBA teams, I absolutely blank. Like I absolutely blank. Like, look, I'll try to go through 12 WNBA teams right now. I've been watching WNBA for 5 years. Let me try to go through 12 WNBA teams right now. Watch: Indiana Fever, Connecticut Sun, New York Liberty, Atlanta Dream, Phoenix Mercury, Sparks, Minnesota, Seattle. Did I say Dallas? Dallas. Did I say Connecticut? Indiana, New York. Let's go again. Indiana, New York, Connecticut, Indiana, New York, Connecticut, ATL, Minnesota, Dallas, Seattle, LA. Dallas, Seattle, LA. And then I just trip. Dallas, Seattle, LA. DC, sorry. 9. Chicago, my bad. 10. Chicago, and then fucking, bro. Think. Oh my gosh, why does this happen? 12 teams. I just, every time I pull up these teams, I blank, bro. Chicago and two, who are the last two teams? Or throwing the Valkyries, hell, fucking 13. Valkyries, two more. What the God, where's the fifth pick? Who are the last? See, now if someone stopped me on the street and said they're gonna give me $100 if I could list all the WNBA teams, I'm getting stumped at 10. Why am I forgetting these teams right now, bruh? I'm not looking it up, man. I will spend the last 30 minutes of this stream just figuring out the last two teams. Nobody helped me in the chat. I already said Phoenix, right? Okay. I already said Seattle. Vegas. My dumbass. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Vegas. Vegas and I already said Seattle. Vegas. Who's the last team? Oh my gosh. This is so bad. Bro, this is so bad. Vegas. Who's the last team in the W, bro? Why do I always blank on this? I can't look this up, man. I'm gonna finish this list and I'm gonna get off this stream. I can't look this up. Why does this always happen to me, bro? And I swear it's just like it's because I hate being in front of the camera. That's what I think it is. I'm gonna like turn off the camera and then remember everything super easy. Who is the last team? I'm trying to think. I'm thinking like from a map perspective. I need to stop doing that. I forgot the damn aces, bruh. Already got Minnesota. Southern team. Midwest team. Indy. They get all the New England teams. Just Connecticut. Who's the last team? I already said the Sparks. I got the Sparks. Who's the sucky team? I got Sparks, Sky. Who's the trash team this year? This is not happening. I already said Storm in Atlanta. Damn, I'm cheating. I'm looking at the chat. I already said Storm in Atlanta. Why does this happen to me? Who's the last guys? Help me out here. Okay, I'm phoning a friend. Help me out. Who is the last team? I already said everyone. I said Indy, Connecticut, New York, Minnesota, Seattle, Atlanta, Vegas, Los Angeles, Dallas, Valks, Chicago Sky. That's 11. Who's the last team? Chicago. Who the fuck is the last? Who's the last team, bro? Why does this happen to me? Help me out, chat. Help me out. Who am I forgetting? Phoenix? I didn't say Phoenix. Was it Phoenix that I was forgetting? Was it Phoenix that I was forgetting? Okay, if it was Phoenix I was forgetting, then at least I didn't like forget that they existed. Because I'm over here wrapping my brain thinking about a team that I thought didn't exist. So at least I knew Phoenix existed. I might not have said it. Okay, we're gonna go through this again. Indy, Connecticut, New York, ATL, Minnesota, Seattle, Las Vegas, Los Angeles, Atlanta, Phoenix, Chicago, Valks, DC, Mystics. Okay. All right, good looks. Shouts out to chat. Shouts out to chat. Shouts out to chat. I don't know why every time that happens to me, bro. I really don't know why. Anyway, chat, I'm out of here. Stay tuned for the NBA live stream that I'm about to do, reacting to that BS that happened last night. Y'all take care of yourselves. Thanks for joining in. I think I've seen our live stream numbers actually grow, like stream by stream. So that's really like fun with me, and I actually really appreciate everyone like who joins in, leaves comments, leaves likes, just furthers this conversation. It's crazy to me that y'all like enjoy my commentary on this league and on this sport, because I would have never thought. You feel me? So to all the dozens of you here, I appreciate y'all. Like, I really do. Enjoy the rest of your Sunday. Stick around for the NBA stream. But I'm out of here. Take care of yourselves. Stay safe. Stay safe. Stay blessed. Take care. Peace.